Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here. There's a link in the description. It is a very troubling topic. I need to give you a trigger warning. It does involve the brutal torturing, the brutal beating of a 6-year-old boy at the hands of his own father. This absolute piece of shit here, Larry Rhodes Jr., 22 years of age. We're going to go through the details thoroughly in just a moment. If you do appreciate the coverage of this topic, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit. A Florida couple, this scumbag, Larry Rhodes Jr., 22 years of age, and his partner, the mother, Bianca Blaze, 25 years of age. Both of them have been arrested and charged with child abuse after their 6-year-old son was found unconscious with his head in the toilet. Deputies arrived at the motel room that they were staying in, and they found their son, who had swollen eyes and no pulse. The boy was rushed to Arnold Palmer Hospital with a life-threatening brain bleed. He is currently on life support. The couple claimed, and let me rephrase that, the couple lied by saying the boy had gotten into a fight with his 4-year-old brother the day before, and that they were wrestling on the motel beds, and that's where the cuts and bruises arose. However, when the brother was questioned by emergency medical services workers, the 4-year-old boy, the 4-year-old brother, said that dad hit me. So his cuts around the mouth was due to the scumbag father hitting the 4-year-old. Okay, so it's not just the 6-year-old that's been subject to child abuse. The mother and the father have each been charged with 6 counts of child negligence, battery, and abuse. They've been living in a motel, this one here, a 2-bedroom motel with 8 other people, including other children. The mother works at Uber and also Shipped, so 2 delivery services, whilst the father, they've been together for 7 years, the father takes care of the children. And I use that term very, very loosely. I'm going to go through some of the details which are going to give an indication in regards to the discovery of the 6-year-old boy. The mother said she had gone to a drug testing facility on the morning of July the 5th, but it was closed, so she came back to the motel to find the father laying on the bed and her other son standing in the corner. Why was the other son standing in the corner? Well, because he had wet the bed the night before, and that was his punishment. The mother then found her 6-year-old son with his head in the toilet, like he was drinking water. When she was interviewed by investigators, she initially denied that there was abuse in the household, but eventually she admitted that the father does whoop the children with a woman's sandal from time to time in order to discipline them. The mother also said that the father has run out of the schizophrenia medication that he typically takes. I think he may be obliged to take, but he's stopped taking it. He's run out of his medication as of 2 weeks ago. Investigators found marks on the other children that was consistent with the pattern on the bottom of a sandal. Also, the sandal had red blood-like substance on it. They also found blood splatter on the wall. The 6-year-old boy also had bruising under both eyes, cuts to his lip and chin, burns to the neck, burns to the leg. scars and scratches on his chest and marks on his back. The mother said that the black eyes were the result of roughhousing between the boys. The other injuries, the mother claims, were due to the father. The mother concluded the interview with investigators by saying that she knew that she needed to leave the father, not only to protect her son, but also to protect herself. She said that she had tried to leave the father, but she had failed because she didn't want to argue with him and she didn't have the financial support to leave. Do we believe that? I don't know. I mean, I don't know I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, shouldn't the argument be, if you're in this situation, if you're in a relationship with an absolute fucking psycho that ritually beats all of the children that he has access to with a sandal, with other things, with his fist, if the children are having black eyes, scratches, marks, burns all over their bodies, they're being found unconscious. Doesn't the mother have the absolute responsibility to, pardon my French, get the fuck out of there by any means necessary? Perhaps I shouldn't say by any means necessary, but there are ways, there are means to get out. No financial support. I mean, can you not beg? Can you not borrow? There are women's shelters, women and children's shelters. Do you not have family, friends? Not everyone does have family and friends to bail them out. Not everyone does. It's possible that what she's saying is the absolute truth. It's possible. I don't know. I mean, but my feeling is that a mother, first and foremost, should absolutely do, by hook or by crook, get the F out of there with your child to maintain the safety of your child. So as I say, both the mother and the father have been charged with 6 counts of child negligence, battery, and child abuse. So they're both in big trouble. And rightfully so. The father has refused to cooperate with authorities. A doctor with the Florida Department of Children and Families Protection Team evaluated the unconscious child, and they've said that he reported signs of child abuse. Bruises are caused by blunt force trauma to the tissue, causing breakage of blood vessels and the leakage of blood products into the surrounding tissue. While sibling fights may cause occasional bruises, they don't typically cause the amount of bruising seen in this case. Yeah, I mean, I grew up with siblings and we'd have scuffles, but, we're not there trying to hurt each other. And if we do, then, you kind of back off at that point, don't you? You might get a bruise or a couple of bruises, but you're not going to get extensive bruising from a sibling unless they are attacking you. So there we go. That's the information that we have at this point. As I say, the 6-year-old boy is still in hospital. They are on life support. At this point in time, they are still alive, and there's a blessing. That's the only blessing that we have. But the 6-year-old boy, again, we don't know his name, has a life-threatening brain bleed. So we hope, we pray that the boy does make a recovery, a full recovery, hopefully a swift recovery, and that following that he gets all of the support that he needs, emotional, psychological, medical, perhaps even financial. There's not a GoFundMe at this point in time that I'm aware of. If that changes, feel free to point me in the right direction. I'll happily update the description. But let's hope that this scumbag doesn't become a child murderer. Let's hope that this 6-year-old boy does pull through. I'm going to wrap things up at this point, guys. If you appreciate the coverage, please do like, comment, subscribe. Take care.